ioEther. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World Tanks. So before we actually get into the game, I kind of owe you guys an explanation. I've been absent a lot and I'm really sorry for that. But basically, so for a year and a half or so now, I've been working at a dishwasher job, hoping and praying for a job on the line. And we're going to pause this countdown while I finish this. So I've been hoping and praying for a job on the line, which is a cook's position, or at least a preps cook position, something to get me out of dishwashing. And so a new place opened up, or lost a cook or something, and my current chef recommended me, so now I have two jobs. Oddly enough, there's a lot less time for YouTube now that I have two jobs, both of which are 2 hours away. But it's what I want to do, and I'm really glad to be doing it. I had a blast during the interview. Everybody loved me, so I have two jobs now. But it really just means that I used to be able to do this whenever I felt like it, and I used to be able to kind of haphazardly, whatever, put out YouTube videos. And you guys didn't notice that because you didn't know how much free time I had. Now I have very little free time, which means that I have to structure these a lot better, and I'm not structuring them very well is what it comes down to. So the next week or two, next month probably, I will get to the point where I've structured these a lot better so that I can produce YouTube videos for you guys, so the channel isn't starving, and I'm using my free time more efficiently. The other thing is, of course, that after I get home, I'm a lot more exhausted than I used to be, working only the one, basically, semi-full-time job. Now working two part-time jobs that are going to end up being more than one full-time. And so, yeah, it's it's going to be a challenge, but it should be fine. And that all being said, I'll repeat that in the next few videos so that everybody kind of understands what's been going on. And I'm sorry that I've been absent of late, but for me personally, this has been awesome. I'm sorry though that it has affected the channel, and some of my sloppy craftsmanship is showing now that I don't have much free time anymore. Anyways, back into game, because this is really what you guys came here for. And this is, of course, Max Pano in his VK4503. This is a Tier 9 game on the new Paris map mode. And I've only played like 3 or 4 games on this map mode. So, I don't know as many of the awesome places to hide on this map as some of the other ones. Now, we do note that Max, I've known him as Mace for a lot longer than I know him as Max. So, if I call him Mace at some point, you know why. He has teamed up with Slim Jim over there in the Jag 8.8, another friend. And these guys are going to see about carrying this game. Now, as much as this thing is labeled a heavy tank, it's not. It's a slow medium tank with some armor on it. It doesn't have a lot of armor, but it's got a little bit. So he noses himself up into one of these standard medium spots on this map, and is kind of going to push forward a little bit. He does have to pay attention because these bushes are not the most effective in the world, and if he gets spotted out, he's actually leaving his... So I'm going to pause it right here for a second. Of course I can't zoom out because that would be helpful. But anyways, so basically he's leaving about this much of his tank open right now. It's fine as long as nobody can see him, but this is paper armor on the side. So if somebody notices he's there, they're going to be able to punch shots through him very easily. Am I in the right camera mode? Of course it doesn't tell me anymore. Yes I am. Oh, look at that. Free targets. So he's going to shoot for the easy shots first. He must have got lit during that, but they're not paying attention to him, so He's going to go ahead and fire another shot. And no, he's apparently not been lit. I still find this kind of odd, but he gets the third shot out into the IS, and now he gets lit, and he gets some incoming fire from the Mod 1, who we cannot see, but is obviously out there somewhere. So now he's setting up in a side scraping position. You do have to watch because there is an M103 apparently charging around unmolested as he puts a great shot into the Mod 1. That was a little smack on the back of the head for the Mod 1 for his, trying to shoot him earlier. As much as we're winning the game, it feels like we're losing, and that's because of the fact that so much of our team is grouped down here. If they don't win this handily, then this part of the team, the entire middle of the map is the enemy teams. There's an M103 and an IS-3 out there. IS-3 and something else are actually shooting flanking fire into our friendlies. That's going to be a problem. That's, good lord, that's a T-54E1 doing flanking fire. That is like the dream of the auto-loading medium tank, is to have flanking fire. And we're about to have an M103 come crashing down on us. So Max has got to get himself in a better position. He is no match for an M103 face-to-face. So he waits till the M103 fires, and he's going to pop around and try and put a shot into this guy. This guy now knows he's here, but he's trying to find a shot. Ooh, look! Back of IS-3 will take that shot every day of the week as the SP1C tries to commit suicide. Apparently the M103 misses the shot, and Max takes him down. He's going to push forward, and, well, no, SP1C has now died. Oh, look, back of T-54E1. The flanker has become flanked as he starts putting shots into... Ooh, crap, that's a Type 4 heavy looking ass. And now so is the E1. We're not going to be able to take shots from these guys. This tank does have a little bit of armor, but is mostly a medium tank. Good lord, that was a bad move. Come on, Mace. Don't do that thing again. No, don't. What are you doing? You were seriously trying to bait shots from an autoloader. This is never going to work out the way you want it to. One more shot landed from either of those two guys looking at him, and he is toast. So come on. Don't do this. Don't. Oh, good lord. Well, I guess they're distracted, which is good, but you're never going to be able to kill them all just sitting here trying to pick them off after they're not paying attention to you, because it's taking so long for them to not paying attention to them. Also, it occurs to me, I do want to apologize. For some reason, this particular mic is not working, and so I'm having to use my webcam mic. I don't know why. I'll hopefully get it fixed by next video, but we'll see. Anyways, so if I sound a bit weird, that would be why. Okay, so is anything looking at us? Apparently no. So good, we're going to let the AMX-30 go first. AMX-30 is going to attract fire. Oh, look at that. Type 4 Heavy backs up. We are able to get a nice shot into this thing. The nice thing about this gun is the nice reload on it. It does do a tiny little wisp of damage for a tier 8 or 9 tank, but as this is actually tier 7 tank, it's actually fairly decent damage. I forgot this is tier 7. I keep thinking it's a tier 8 tank. It's not. Which is, of course, why 250 damage is appropriate for this thing. Looks like the rest of the team is winning. We're pushed them back. Thankfully, our team didn't lose when they had the advantage. I know, it's weird. I am positive this is a World of Tanks game. I have double-checked that. We are actually winning when we should be winning. It's weird, I know. For most of us, this has never happened before, but the phenomenon is caught on tape. So it looks like the southern half of the board has been cleaned out by our team, as they should have done, but as we all know from playing tanks, it doesn't always happen that way. And pop the T-49 right in his turret, as he says that may not have been his best plan ever. Oh look, yes, Mr. SU Yeah, SU-152 poked out, and Max just used where he assumed the guy would be, blind fired into him, killed him, and beautifully well done. Ooh, duking out the T-49 shot, just gotta ram him for the kill, or Slim Jim can steal it. Yeah, that'll happen too. Slim Jim snipes the kill out, and Mace puts another shot into the enemy. Only 2 enemies left. We're just kind of, at this point, it's a foregone conclusion that we're going to win. So it was cool to have them both explode simultaneously. That was pretty awesome. Anyways, once again, thank you for watching, and I'm sorry that this is fairly late in coming out. Wow, that was a brilliant game, and as a brilliant performance of a tier 7 tank in a tier 9 game. The fact is, he got his ace tanker from that, bruiser, and 5 for effect, but the majority of that is actually the fact that he's firing into tier 9 tanks. All that damage into the tier 9s. This alone probably gave him most of that ace, and then everything else just kind of, shoot him into the position. 3,200 damage in a tier 9 game as bottom tier. Yeah, that will do it. You don't find that a whole lot. That was beautiful. Well done, sir. Made himself a ton of coin off this, and then a nice chunk of experience as well. That was beautiful, sir. Thank you so much for sending this in. Again, I am sorry that the YouTube videos have slowed down. The main reason being that I now have 2 jobs. Both of them are extremely far away, and my free time got reduced quite a bit, and so I have to be a lot more organized, and I'm not very organized as of yet. So that's why the YouTube stuff has stopped, and this will hopefully put me back on track. Basically, I'm going to have to be, instead of doing them daily like I was before, I'm going to have to put out a burst of them, or rather do them all in one big burst, and then slowly dispense them to you guys over the week. That's how I'm going to end up having to do this, and it'll take a little bit for that discipline to fully kick in, but shouldn't be too much longer as I'm already doing it, right? Anyways, thank you all for sticking around. I love you all, and you guys are the reason this channel is continuing to happen. If you guys hadn't been harassing me, I probably wouldn't have gotten off my lazy butt and kept doing this. Thank you so much for the harassment. It was well earned, and I'm truly sorry about it. I will see you all next time. This is ioEther out.